What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be trying out a new wall-mounted pressure washer for my garage. So without further ado, let's jump in and let's get it started. Okay, so this right here is going to be the wall-mounted electric pressure washer from Giraffe tools. Now this is called the Grandfalls pressure washer. But before we go ahead and start unboxing this, let me first tell you why I'm going with a wall-mounted electric pressure washer. Now, if you see over here, I've been using a gas-powered 3300 PSI pressure washer for many years. And I've tried out different pressure washers over the years. I've tried electric ones, I've had gas ones. I kind of go back and forth. Now, yes, the gas pressure washers are typically going to be more powerful, but there are pros and cons to gas pressure washers versus electric pressure washers. And a lot of it depends on what you're using it for. Now, again, I typically use my gas pressure washer for washing my vehicles, washing the house, maybe pressure washing the garage floor, or maybe the driveway, or cleaning off my deck, and so forth. And it does great for that. But it can be a little bit of a hassle constantly filling it up with gas, constantly getting it out, hooking up all the hoses, using it, turning it on, turning it off, taking it all back apart, cleaning it all up, putting it all back together. It just takes time, and it's not always the most convenient tool to use when you just want to use it for a quick wash. So I definitely agree that there is a use for a high PSI gas pressure washer. But when you're just trying to wash your vehicles in the driveway and you just want to do a quick wash, having a gas pressure washer can be a little inconvenient, which has led me to wanting to try a wall-mounted electric pressure washer. So I already went ahead and installed a water line for my basement, insulated it out here to the garage. So I'll be mounting the pressure washer over here on the wall. And I have an outlet right over here behind my rack over here. So the whole purpose of having a wall-mounted electric pressure washer is that once you have the water hooked up and you have it plugged in, it's always ready for you. All you have to do is pull the hose out, squeeze the trigger, and it's ready to go. So there's a huge convenience to having a wall-mounted electric pressure washer. So let's go ahead and start unboxing the Giraffe Tools Grandfalls pressure washer, and let's get this started. Okay, we got our, looks like owner's manual there. We have some different fittings for our hose wand here. So we'll get into that here shortly. Looks like we have our hose that goes from our spigot to the bottom of the pressure washer. It looks like we have a pressure washer mounting bracket that your pressure washer handle slides into. It does come with a wall template piece of paper that you can mount up to your wall to level it out, and it tells you where to drill all your holes. Here is our pressure washer wand right here. Here's the extension piece that goes to the pressure washer. And what's pretty cool about this is that it already has the attachment mount right on the handle. So you have all your attachments right on your handle once you hook it up. So you can easily interchange between tips. So that's a pretty cool feature there. Okay, so we went ahead and just got the pressure washer out of the box. Now it does come with this swivel mount on the back. So all you have to do is take this spring-loaded button on the back, lift it up, and then it will actually swivel side to side. Here's what the front looks like. Okay, so it has your power cord here with a GFI built in. So it already has a trip GFI right into your plug. So if it happens to trip, you can reset it by hitting those buttons there. Here is your, obviously, your on-off switch here. And here is going to be your retractable hose. And it does have your rollers on the top and the bottom and the side to side, so that your hose, depending on how you're using it, is not going to get pinched up in here. Now what's cool is it does come with a smaller foam cannon. Now again, this is a pretty small soap container for a foam cannon, but I think it'll do okay for at least maybe one washing. You might have to fill it up a second time if you have a larger vehicle. And then in here, it does come with some bolts and wall anchors here. And then it comes with a little level for leveling your mounting bracket out. And then it comes with your tips. Okay, so I started getting my template where I wanted it on the wall. So I found a stud right here that I'm going to run down the left side of the bracket. Now I'm going to use the one at the top and the bottom, and then I'm going to add two more bolts along the side here in this diagram right here. Over here on the actual bracket, I drilled another hole here and another hole here so that it would line up with the template. And then on the right side, up top, and at the bottom, I'll just go ahead and use the plugs that they sent, but at least I'll have 4 bolts down the left side on a stud, and then I'll have 2 on the right to kind of give it a little bit more stabilization. Okay, so we went ahead and we got our 4 main lag bolts put in. So now that I have the bolts hanging out about a ½ inch or so, I can just go ahead, lift up my bracket up over the actual bolts, because if you look here, they have a larger circle right here that you can set this in place, and then it drops into place here. Once we drop it into place, we'll tighten the bolts down a little bit further. So let me go ahead and do that, and we'll be right back. Okay, so far so good. We got the pressure washer mounted to the wall. Again, I have the top lag bolt and the bottom lag bolt here into a stud, and then I added 2 more bolts here on the side that are in the middle that are also attached to the stud. And then if we spin it around the other way, we can see over here, I have a lag bolt at the top and a lag bolt at the bottom there, using wall plugs that come with this kit. So again, I got it mounted. It's nice and sturdy. It ain't going anywhere. It's mounted on there nice and tight. If you pull the little plug in the back, you can tilt it off to one side. Once you take this little clip here, okay, it just slides into place like that. There's 2 little plugs like that. They just slide in, drops into place, and locks in. Your mini foam cannon could just sit in the back there. It's a little too roomy back here for this little of a jug, but it does have a place for your foam cannon to sit, and then your wand will basically just kind of slide in between those 2 little lines there, drop into place. So it holds everything nice and neat and organized right here. We have the power cord ran behind my shelf over here and plugged in over there on the wall. I have the water hose connected to the bottom of the wand. I have the water hose connected down underneath here, ran all the way down over here to my hose bib, and then I just put a little bracket on the wall with a rope just to hold the hose a little closer to the wall. So the water is all turned on, there's no leaks, everything is good to go. So to use this, the first thing you want to do is get your wand out of the side pocket there and then start pulling out your hose. Now, you're just going to pull out as much hose as you think you're going to need. You don't need to pull it all out, okay? But when you do pull it all the way out, which I'll demonstrate here, there will be a yellow sticker at the bottom that tells you not to pull it out any further. Okay, right there. So once you get the desired hose out, you want to give it a little tug, and then it locks itself in. Now, I have all 65 foot of hose pulled out of the pressure washer. And what's nice is these rollers stops this hose from getting bound up when you're pulling it out or reeling it back in. So the next thing you want to do is take your power switch, turn it to the right to on. So now we just take the wand out here, and as soon as you pull the trigger, it starts working. It has about a ½ second delay, but you have plenty of pressure to wash your vehicle now. Now, is this the most powerful pressure washer out there? No. But at 2200 PSI, it's going to have enough pressure to wash your vehicles, to wash your garage floor, maybe spray off your driveway, your deck, if your deck is close enough to your actual pressure washer. So again, at 2200 PSI, it's adequate enough to do those basic jobs. Now, let's take a closer look at the foam cannon. Now, to use it, you want to fill up the reservoir up to about 3/4 of the way with warm water, and then fill the rest up with some foaming soap. Then on the top, there's going to be a little dial here. This dial is what's controlling how much water is being mixed with the soap. So when you dial it down to the negative, that means you're going to have a little bit more soap compared to water. If you dial it to the left to the positive, you're getting more water than soap. And then the front knob right here, okay, you could spin it left or right, and that controls that little fan there. So when that little fan is closed pretty shut, that's going to give you more foam. But if you adjust this knob right here and that fan opens up a little wider, you're going to have less foam and more water. So as far as a foam cannon goes, I like to turn the dial down as little as possible, and then I try to shut that fin as close as I possibly can, like that. Okay, so to use your foam cannon, you're just going to go ahead and pull this brass fitting back like that and pull your tip out. Put your tip back in its little holster like that. Then you're going to pull the tip back again, slide your foam cannon in, lock it in place. Now, you're all ready to start shooting the foam. So all you have to do now is pull the trigger. Okay, now we take a closer look. Look at that nice foamy soap. Okay, that's what you want when you're using a foam cannon. So basically, you want to rinse your whole entire vehicle off. Then you want to spray it down with your foam cannon, get it covered with soap. Then you could go back in with a nice soft mitten and really kind of wash that soap in and get into that dirt. And then you're going to go ahead, disconnect your foam cannon, put one of your tips back on, spray it all off. So it's that simple. But as I just demonstrated, the G20 2200 PSI electric pressure washer has plenty of pressure to wash your vehicle, and it has plenty of pressure to work a foam cannon, as I just demonstrated. So far, my overall impressions of the Grandfalls G20 2200 PSI electric wall-mounted pressure washer, I definitely give it a thumbs up and give it a go. It's super easy to use. It has plenty of pressure for washing your vehicles, and it's always ready for quick use. So now when you're all done, you can just go ahead, disconnect your foam cannon like that, bring your wand back inside. Okay, come over here, give your hose a little tug, and then just slowly let it wind itself back in. Kind of guide it with your hand a little bit. Okay, right to the stopper. And then you just go ahead and put your wand back in, the container back there, drop it down, and you're good to go. So that's how easy it is to use the Giraffe Tools Grandfalls G20 2200 PSI electric wall-mounted pressure washer. So again, very easy to mount to the wall. It's very easy and convenient to just go ahead and pull your hose out, flip the switch, wash your vehicle. When you're all done, wind it back up, flip the switch back off, and you're done. You don't have to worry about gas running out. You don't have to worry about turning it on and off. You don't have to worry about constantly pulling a pull start cord. And then when you're all done, you don't have to worry about disconnecting all the hoses and putting it all back together. It's all simple and easy right there. Okay, everybody, so we're all done. So that was my brief demonstration of the Giraffe Tools Grandfalls G20 2200 PSI electric wall-mounted pressure washer. It's an awesome machine. It's very easy to mount to the wall. It's very easy to use. I mean, all you have to do is pull the hose out, flip the switch, and you're ready to rock and roll. When you're all done, the auto retract reel pulls your hose back in, flip the switch, you walk away and you're done. It's that simple. So if any of you out there are looking for a high quality electric wall mounted pressure washer that has enough pressure at 2200 PSI to wash your vehicles, maybe wash your garage floor, maybe spray off your driveway a little bit, maybe wash your deck if your deck is close enough to the pressure washer, it's definitely a great pressure washer and I highly recommend it. But that's going to be it for today's video. I hope this video helps some of you out. Do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button and like this video. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comment section and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And also do me a favor, subscribe to the channel because it definitely helps me out and I greatly appreciate it. So that's it. I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you. I truly appreciate all of your support. And as always, see you in the next video.